In terms of the fourth quarter, they had all but one of their buckets was inside the paint. Was that them just being able to get into the paint and get whatever they want because of that point of attack defense like you were talking about?
Yeah, they had that. And
the WNBA is facing more controversy, this time after Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White spoke out strongly against the league's referees. Her frustration came right after a tough 89-87 loss to the Los Angeles Sparks. But this wasn't just about losing a close...
In the world did I just sit through? What did I just witness? I'm pretty sure I just had years shaved off the back end of my life. What a tough, ugly watch this game was, and on top of it, they lost. They lost.
Saturday night's clash at Gam Ridge Fieldhouse became the latest chapter in what can only be described as the WNBA's ongoing officiating crisis.
LA Sparks just got the spark versus the Fever for some reason, man. But the Sparks always have matched up well with the Fever since last season, man. Tough ending for the Fever girls. Just some missed free throws, some questionable shots. Could have got it, man. Close game. I ain't even mad. The intensity is there, man. This team, if they can keep up this intensity, is going to be real nice when Caitlin Clark.
What should have been a big win for the Indiana Fever turned into another painful reminder of their season-long struggles. With just 1 minute and 43 seconds left, the Fever were ahead 87-83 and looked ready to claim their first 3-game winning streak of the season. But things quickly fell apart. The Los Angeles Sparks closed the game with a 6-0 run, while the Fever missed their last 5 shots. In the end, it was another tough loss and another example of late-game mistakes and inconsistent officiating that have haunted the team all year.
After the last few games, beating the Wings, beating the Lynx, beating the Aces, looking pretty good doing it, we go up against the Los Angeles Sparks. Nice. Los Angeles Sparks. Last time we saw you guys, we were beating you down for a majority of the game, and then Kelsey Plum goes off in the fourth quarter. Sparks take the lead and win.
This loss hit especially hard because it summed up everything that's gone wrong for the Fever in 2025. Caitlin Clark, the team star player and the biggest name in the league, missed her 5th straight game due to a groin injury. Even without her, the team had pulled off 3 impressive wins, including a surprising Commissioner's Cup victory over the Minnesota Lynx. But against the Sparks, all that progress slipped away in the final moments.
Stupid haters saying, oh, they can win more without Caitlin Clark. Tonight proved that they need Caitlin Clark. What a goofy play. That last play was horrible. They had multiple chances to win this game, but they lose to bad teams. That's not good. You got to beat the teams that you're supposed to beat. LA Sparks is not a good basketball team.
Aaliyah Boston led the way for the Fever with 23 points and 12 rebounds, while Natasha Howard added 21 points and pulled down 9 boards. Kelsey Mitchell also had a strong night, scoring 19 points and hitting her 600th career three-pointer. She also moved up in team history, passing assistant coach Brianne January for the 2nd most games played with the franchise.
But Kelsey Mitchell's got it going, and she's been brilliant recently, and Aaliyah Boston continues to have an awesome season. And I love the physicality that Aaliyah Boston is showing, but they weren't able to get it done down the stretch.
If you're enjoying the coverage, don't forget to subscribe. The game was once again overshadowed by officiating issues, something Fever fans have unfortunately seen far too often this season. One of the most obvious examples came in the fourth quarter, when Kelsey Plum made hard contact with Lexi Hull during a defensive play, knocking her to the floor. What followed was behavior that, in most professional leagues, would have led to an immediate ejection. For head coach Stephanie White, it was yet another case of uneven treatment that's been frustrating her and the team all year.
So this play right here is when they were trying to trap Kelsey Plum. And Kelsey Plum ended up kind of bowling Lexi over and then stepping over, like really kneeing her body, knocking her back, and then walking.
Plum, clearly upset by what she thought was a flop, stepped over Lexi Hull as she tried to get up, and in doing so, ended up stepping right on her. Surprisingly, the referees didn't call a foul. Instead, they ruled it a jump ball and let the game continue. The moment was so obvious that even casual viewers expected some kind of penalty. Later, cameras caught Plum shouting at the officials, yet no technical foul or warning was given. Many fans couldn't help but notice the difference in how this incident was handled compared to similar situations involving Fever players earlier this season.
That's out, Revs. Look at her. She was saying she flopped. She really flopped. Then she said she effing flopped. That's a effing flop. That's basically what she said right there. Kelsey Plum, man. Kelsey Plum. Yeah, she got away with murder on that one, man. She got away with murder on this one.
This wasn't just a one-time issue. It's part of a clear, ongoing pattern where the Indiana Fever seem to get the short end of the stick from WNBA officials. All season long, head coach Stephanie White has been forced to use her timeouts and challenges on calls so obviously wrong, they've left fans and analysts shaking their heads. Earlier in the year, White was fined by the league for speaking out after tough, controversial losses to teams like the New York Liberty and Washington Mystics. She had criticized the way her team was being treated, from ignored contact on Fever players to questionable calls going against them. The frustration was about more than just a few missed plays. It was about respect. Time and again, White has had to use her challenges early just to correct basic mistakes, leaving the team without options during critical moments later in games.
Sydney Colson, man, shout out to her, dog. I can't overlook her. 6 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds with that intelligent block. Like it. 2 of 4 from the floor and then 2 of 3 from the 3. I mean, she was shooting like she was the scorer of the team. She put on her airy bag tonight.
What's been most frustrating for head coach Stephanie White and her staff is how inconsistent the officiating has been, especially when it comes to physical play. When Sophie Cunningham steps in to defend her teammates, she's often hit with ejections and fines. But when opposing players go after Fever stars with the same level of aggression, they usually get away with little to no penalty. Cunningham's season has become a symbol of what the Fever have been dealing with all year. A veteran guard, she's earned the respect of fans for standing her ground, especially during a heated altercation with the Connecticut Sun. That moment turned her into a fan favorite. She's made it clear, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. I'm a team player. And fans have rallied behind her.
A lot to do with that. It was a build-up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting, the star player of the WNBA. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. And I'm a team player, so it's all good.
In Saturday's game against the Sparks, Sophie Cunningham got caught up in another physical moment, this time with Julie Van Loo while both were going after a loose ball. Van Loo appeared to grab Cunningham around the neck during the scramble, but thankfully, both players kept their cool. They walked away smiling, defusing a situation that could have easily turned heated. Cunningham's ability to laugh it off shows the kind of maturity and competitive spirit she brings to the court. At the center of the Fever's ongoing struggles is the continued absence of Caitlin Clark, who has now missed 5 straight games with a groin injury. Coach Stephanie White has made it clear that Clark's long-term health comes first. The team is being cautious with her return, wanting to make sure she's fully ready before she steps back onto the court. No rushing, no risks.
Disaster. This was a disaster. The Indiana Fever cannot keep losing to teams like the LA Sparks if they're supposed to be a good team. And Rickea Jackson, she just flat abused the Fever in the last 3 minutes of the game. Seriously, what?
Caitlin Clark's absence has revealed both the strengths and weaknesses of the Indiana Fever. While the team managed to put together an impressive 3-game winning streak without her, including strong defensive showings against top teams like the Minnesota Lynx and Las Vegas Aces, their recent loss to the Sparks showed they still struggle to finish games under pressure. The timing of Clark's injury has been especially disappointing, coming just as the team was gaining momentum. Her impact goes far beyond her stats, though they're impressive, averaging 19 points, 9.3 assists, and 6 rebounds.
And this is now 2 losses to the Sparks without Clark. They've lost to the Connecticut Sun, who have the worst record in the league without Clark. They lost to the Mystics, who are really right there with them in the standings, but they're a better team than the Mystics. And then, of course, they've actually, dropped a couple games they should have won with Clark in the lineup. To be fair, the Valkyries game and specifically the loss Vegas.
As the Fever look ahead to their next game, they can take comfort in knowing their head coach is fully in their corner. Stephanie White has proven time and again that she's not afraid to stand up for her players, whether it's during a game or at the press podium. Her willingness to challenge the league when she feels something's unfair has made her the kind of leader this team truly needs. Whether the WNBA will finally take her concerns seriously remains to be seen.